It's 32, we figured it out. 32 points per game is insane. That's 47% of our overall threshold. 135 points is what you need to hit. Once you've hit that, then you have to win a game. Virtus.pro is well on their way. They keep up this pace, they are nearly unstoppable. Big question is the Falcons. They have been playing hyper-aggressive. They've been killed quite early. They need placements, sure, but they need more kills as well. Who knows where Team Vision's gonna land this map? They've changed it every single time. Game 3, it's about to get live.
And we've had two circles that are pulled in different directions. I'll give you a spoiler immediately. This one's pretty much towards the middle of the map, just about cutting Stronghold off. Let's see if any teams do make some change-ups as we head into map number 3. What a day it's been so far. Both maps so far. Incredible viewing. Are we going to get that kind of level once again here as we drop into game number 3? And one we want to keep an eye on, we can see on our screen over towards Bioweapons once more. It's going to be Team Vision dropping on Gentlemates. They're happy to take that fight all day long.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Got a couple contests off rip. We're going to pay attention to AG, a great last map here in the middle of prison around headquarters. But back up to Bio we go because, yes, Team Vision contesting the Gentlemates and Team Vision winning the fight against the Gentlemates. Not a full wipe, but pretty dang close.
And we were thinking today that Gentlemates were pretty much going to have it all their own way. Will eventually fall, and they are gone. Did anybody spawn in? No, they did. They did spawn in just in time, so Lennon gets the kill on the Grom, but it will not be the end of Gentlemates in map number 3. But Gentlemates, we thought today they would kind of have this entirely to themselves. We presumed nobody else would be going to Bio. Well, VP are now getting involved as well. It has been a nightmare start for the Frenchmen.
Yeah, big change up here as well. You can see Leviathan moving up towards Bio as well, playing out of the industry side of things. So continuing to find a path for them has been quite difficult throughout the course of the first 2 maps. Change things up, moving up to the north side here, going to be playing around industry, so likely for the rest of this tournament. Hopefully they can find some footing. But slowly but surely, Donkey gonna swing and punish Inkyo. Just crushes him. Figures advantage, I suppose, I don't know, but Donkey wins it.
And just if you're Gentlemates here, though, what are you thinking? Again, I just kind of want to reiterate that point. They had Bio entirely to themselves based on the information that was gained. Based on everything we've seen so far, teams have typically not been dropping here whatsoever. They've now just had 2 of the best teams in the game contesting them for this spot over the last 2 games. It's not where they want to be.
Well, a quick look over the overall map. Of course, the Falcons doing what they always do. Hisoka way deep in Stronghold. 2 players pushing up the field. It's going to be your green 5 on your screen right now. Control completely taken care of by 100 Thieves. Really not contested at all. They're just grabbing their loadouts, paying attention to what Novo is doing. In HQ, this EVOS team is one that we have to keep our eyes on. They've been playing quite well. Obviously, a great last map as well, taking 2nd place. And they've got HQ for the most part by themselves.
AG Global have been fantastic so far today, looking to try and keep up that pace. Currently sending in 4th position. Great work from them. Other side of the map, Gentlemates starting to get the better of that push from VP. It was only 2 players, so the Anchor will continue to survive, but they just about cleared out over towards Bio. Still a bit of fight with Vision, but here inside of prison, a team we really haven't spoke on at all is Rock Esports, currently sitting on 19 points over 2 games. They need to step it up big time. They've got some sharks in the prison with them right now.
It's a great shout. Rock Esports near the bottom of our leaderboard currently, but feels like we're just getting started. AG, by the way, if you haven't noticed, is not really playing HQ as much. They obviously struggled at HQ during groups, snuck their way through LCQs. Playing inside of prison, seemingly working for them. Continue to watch out for them as FaZe also has changed up their drop ups, like our casters mentioned, and it's working out at least in this map. They've gone over to Ammo Shack. And it seems like our Novo squad has actually run up the side of the map to contest, potentially FaZe, and now underneath in the water.
The Falcons crowd getting allowed to get behind their boys who are fighting it out over towards headquarters right now. Can they find anything? Because they haven't really been able to get the ball rolling. The scary thought is when they do, that is when things will change. Shifty looking for the pick. He's got Biffle alongside of him, of course. Already looking for Robstar, up top. Another play over towards prison. If you're worrying about EVOS. Shifty and Co trying to get something going. Hisoka's dropped Robstar. That must have been his streak. Gets called in. Robstar will fall. And now all of a sudden, yeah, we'll have that freebie. The nade goes up towards the top. That will get secured, no doubt. But over towards Industries. Big fight coming out here. FaZe on top.
Quick look at the zone while we're watching this fight unfold. Leviathan trying to get any points on the board right now. Really struggling here in our grand finals. Had a fantastic performance in the LCQs. Hardly a kill to their name thus far. Here's the new zone. Still maintaining center. Prison going to be a high occupied position later into this map.
Looks as if EVOS in a little bit of trouble. A couple of different teams in and around them. We are still yet to lose anybody though. Circle 2 is starting to close in. Big fight over towards the industry side. Stukex will continue to survive. Robstar will fall. EVOS are gone.
EVOS out of this map confirmed as we have another fight on our screen. AG, like I said, going to be playing inside of prison, and now the Falcons have sniffed him out. Nate Dogg down, Shifty finds another, Scumming down, Rated is on the run, and Rated is down as well. All three players of AG out, and all of a sudden, Rock Esports, they need the kills.
Bethel trying to find the second here as well. He was there to pick up Vision, cannot get him. Shifty falls as well, so Soka will have to survive, but he's completely taken over headquarters. We'll go back to him when we need to because Gromlock and co are still fighting it out against Team Vision. Grom inside, got a couple other players just towards the backside at this moment in time. Enkyo currently down, so this one will posture for just a second, but look who's getting involved. Yeah, from Virtus.pro, so sneaky. Thank you very much though, and Grom will deal with Dongy. Noobs is there for the pickup, but that's a kill you would have thought Dongy would have found.
Yeah, it's a nice trade out from both sides, picking up a couple kills. I think that's a thing that's worth mentioning here is the east side of the map is wide open. This is allowing Virtus.pro to play hyper aggressive. They have chemical engineering. They've got their anchor in chemical. There is no one along the east side shoreline. The closest person on the east side shoreline, besides the Gentlemates up north, is all the way down at Factory at Twisted Minds. Lynn on your screen right now trying to punish this overextension from Noobs, and he can't get the better of him. Noobs winning a 1v1 and getting more kills for VP. They are extending their lead at the top, pushing closer and closer to our threshold of 135 points.
Yeah, Vision keeping things up and running here. One player was actually managing to find the way over towards the ammo side, so they will survive that minor fight. CT have not been a team that have necessarily lit it up today. Looking to try and get something going here over towards the prison. Looking to try and get some control, but who is here? Is the ever-present Rock. Can they find the picks? Wow. Yes, they can. Aiden Smith will fall, so thank God that Armored is over towards the other side. That's a big win for Rock to find. They need a good game.
Yeah, this is a totally different Rock team than we've seen the first two games. This is more similar to what we saw in the LCQ. Noobs still hunting for kills. It's the Gentlemates, their closest competition in terms of POIs. So they can take down Bio. They're safe forever. Unfortunately, Enkyo picks up his 7th, looking for 8th, as Dongy trying to get into the mix.
And that's all about Hallow, just behind on Bio. He's sitting up top, firing down, gets a couple of extra bullets in, helps Enkyo out. He really did need it. It was in a bit of a sticky situation. Falcons starting to get something going now, though. Top prison, they go. You can see already Hisoka's over towards headquarters still, but Shifty and Biffle hunting.
A big move here from Novo Esports. They try to push into the bottom of prison and maybe actually think better of it. You can see 2 push off the field, and it does look like Rock Esports trading the blows between the Falcons and Virtus.pro have been wiped. Rock Esports, a start good game. They make top 10. However, they are out of this map.
Big fight here. Echo will fall to Clumsy. As you are seeing Vision, you do have other players coming on in, but Kill just trying to survive right now. Can he do so? Not for very long. The player who's coming is now well dipping. You can see they've already managed to find their way out on the minimap, so Vision will live to fight another day, but Gromlock and Cole starting to find a little bit of a rhythm now on the Frenchies. Clumsy will get taken down. Back over towards Industries we go. This fight has been going on for quite some time.
You see all 3 members of Virtus.pro now getting into the action. They want to take this north side of the map. This is a big take for them to get down the Gentlemates, get down this Team Vision, who just won the last map, win the north side. The south side will be the Falcons, and it'll be the battle of the behemoths. Dongy taking down Hollow, finds one. Enkyo tries to trade, but through the smoke can't connect. Dongy swerving, able to stay alive, and spots Enkyo through the smoke. A nice play thus far, slowly but surely breaking this team apart. No, Enkyo wins the kill, wins the fight, and all of a sudden Noobs is backing up to make sure Sage is okay.
Yeah, the recall comes in actually, and they managed to get their teammate back in from the buy station, and now that means this fight up against VP is in their favor momentarily. Dongy out of the equation. Noobs next on the chopping block, potentially he will have to back on down. Sage given the supporting fire, Gentlemates will back on up. We've lost another team, EXO Esports are gone. But a team that's still alive and kicking is Falcons. Who do they have around them? Their old foe in 100T, while looking for some positioning over towards top prison and maybe think against it.
Falcons, as per the usual, have shifted they've shifted their entire strategy up to HQ. It's the exact same thing they do in Stronghold. They sit one up in the tower, look over. That's going to be Hisoka. Biffle and Shifty are your front men. Watch out for that fight. 100 Thieves fairly quiet this game, but in a position to try to win that south side. This Virtus.pro fight is just going to go on forever until someone scams. This 3v3 is going to be a tough one to win. We're going to do a quick listen in with the Gentlemates, as I know their comms are flying and the crowd is loving it. Let's listen in.
Recule, Enkyo, recule, plate-toi, recule. Recule, Romain.
Je peux pas, frérot.
Saute bottom, 5 secondes, saute bottom.
Industrie, t'as de la zone à l'eau, t'as de la zone à...
1 seconde. Ok, zone industrie, entendu.
On a de la zone et on a des armes normalement.
Là.
Allez, ça ult, tu dois avancer à fort. Va bien industriel, bien sur mon point vert. Faut qu'on joue un top 5 là-dessus. Parfait, frérot. Sur la zone. Ok. Là, au pire, on joue avec nos armes comme ça. Bah, marche.
Well, some yelling from the crowd, this time a bit in dismay, as it does look like VP has won the fight. Gentleman's not completely out, but having to regain in Industries, should be able to play for a couple of these final circles. This is very reminiscent of map number 1 here, Ton.
You can see that Falcons are being forced out from headquarters just purely because of the zone, so currently it's Biffle and Shifty, the only ones alive. Looking to get Soka back into the fight as quickly as they can. Shots from noobs here are good, but not quite good enough. And over now towards the factory. Thieves have made their way over, obviously winning a little bit of a juke, a little bit of a fight over against Falcons, but that is not the child from Gabe you want to see. But that's because Skullface is behind, but is he being spun out? Armin and Cole go for the trade. Skullface finds 2. The third's behind. Can he manage to fight this one as well? Not for the 1v3. In keeps them alive, but Blast in a 1v1. Whoever falls may well fall out of the map. He managed to survive. Aiden will back it up. It all settles down for a second.
Only for a second, though. Blast knows that Aiden's here. He's got the high ground, of course. The question is, does he have the ears to see him? No, he has the eyes to spot him. He's going to swing around the left side, feeling like he has an advantage. Both teammates want to try to get their players back. Aiden found the high ground, followed the angle, jumps over the top, and unfortunately can't get the knock, so has to back up, as all of a sudden, the Falcons are in deep trouble. They are not off this map, both players flying in, but they might be off this map shortly, trying to regain in the water.
Yeah, FIFA picks him off the top of the side of prison. So all of a sudden, Hisoka left alive, all on his own. He's getting hunted down. Things are not going Falcons' way. Hisoka just trying to survive. He'll do so well to do so from this angle, but maybe a small slither of hope.
FaZe has a strong position in Harbor, playing the south side. Usually this zone will pull back up to land, but right now FaZe have a powerful position. The high ground technically is Team Vision. They could go back to back right now, but it's a 1v1 in the water. Ahsoka versus Blast, and Blast has a clear advantage right now. Just trying to get the spot, lining it up, and doesn't want to risk it.
Oh,
wow, Ahsoka able to get away.
How on earth does Ahsoka continue to survive as team starts to trade blows across the map? Lennon finding a pick on a donkey, and that may well be a good one. That is a nice spot for Team Vision to be in. They have all 3 members up. Flanked will find cams. This fight in and around the harbor side now starting to kick off. A couple of teams with 1 player left. 7 teams remaining.
Vortex trying to help out his teammates. It's actually Ahsoka finding Havix. This is a huge take here from Ahsoka. Not only looking to play for top 5, but also a big look for FaZe to have the advantage in this fight. And Harbor and Ahsoka holds out. Blast, no! Blast wins the gunfight! Blast pushes up, wipes Ahsoka. Of course, VP gets the kill, but it does look like the Falcons are not making top 5 yet again.
We have FaZe Clan, Vision, Virtus.pro all left up and running. And of course, the side of Novo Esports trying to find a way through, but they're climbing up towards the side of prison right now. The team in prime position. Team Vision. Virtus.pro can find a pick though. Noobs will find 1. They're just about trying to get themselves in and out the gas. Noobs looking for more. Here for Virtus.pro, this could be their 2nd win of the day if they can manage to find it.
A couple well-placed nades can help things down. They land. Noobs throws the sky nade and gets paid for it, but unfortunately, Team Vision with the backup, perfect communication, a perfect trade. And FIFA Kill has high ground, they've got zone, and FaZe gonna somehow have to jump up this railing.
2v3. FaZe gonna have to try and find a way through. A massive game potentially on the cards of both these 2 teams. Everything in the kitchen sink being thrown from either side. Somebody's gonna have to start making their move very, very shortly. The height belongs to Team Vision, but they're the ones who need to find a pick. This is a pretty even fight as the final circle now comes in. Who will come out on top? Clumsy, J-Tech flanked all below. FIFA Kill right alongside Echo. They would love to have Lennon in this fight, but how's it going to go down? Shots starting to be fired. J-Tech will start to fall, but the play is being made by Flanked. He's going through the gas, and that may well be the pitch that is needed. Here comes Flanked, surely on the flank. Can he find it all on his own in a 1 versus 2? Oh. Echo gets the game. Team Vision with another win on the board. It's 2 in a row for the EU boys. Climbing up the ladder they go. The flank from Flank, not good enough.
Back to back, getting paid from Bio. Unbelievable. I'm so impressed with this team here, Ton. The fact that they're able to shift up drop spots, shift away from Virtus.pro and say, hey, we'll deal with you later. Go up north to Bio, win that fight, and then execute the final play perfectly in a 2v3. Height advantage versus player advantage. It's really a 50-50. And flanked, of course, named appropriately, but it wasn't enough to take down Team Vision.
Whew. Hell of an end. And another win on the board for Team Vision. That's going to throw them straight into the mix again. And who would have thought it? I mean, we were talking about it today, and we were having a little bit of a bias caster kind of back and forth. The EU boys saying, can Team Vision really contest today? Well, these last two games